Welcome to the Roxamore Sports Network live coverage from Couples Stadium. It's the Hill District Rebels, Clairton Bears. 19-19's our score. An encroachment by the Bears will move them a little bit closer. Khalil Taylor for Hill District just scored on a rollout to the left.
Taylor able to get the touchdown early on, matching the Bears touchdown they had to start this overtime. So now with the score tied 19-19, this extra point attempt can decide the game.
And a TV timeout as we welcome you into the booth, and exciting action there. Clairton, this score is continued from McKees Rocks. Clairton just scored first in overtime on a rollout pass there on 4th down from the 10-yard line. They were backed up a few times due to penalties and great defense by Hill District, but they managed to score on a rollout to Keon Stribling. He scored the touchdown, but meanwhile on the PAT attempt, he was stopped in the backfield. That made it 19-13, and just as we went on air, the Hill District scored with their quarterback, Khalil Taylor.
Roxamore Sports passwords victory.
So now it's 19-19, and we're looking for the extra point. That would win Hill District the game.
I think he is.
Hey, what's the color to let them know we're online?
I think it's green.
Green. All right, so we're back on here, and here we go. Point after touchdown. Hill District looking for the win. And a timeout, Hill District beforehand. It looks like they wanted to see the cards defensively by the Bears in that situation, and it's going to be a stack on the line for them.
I can't find a logo or something for this team. It's driving me nuts, yo. Which one? The Hill District. The Bears is easy.
So 19-19 still. To recap that Bears drive, you had Dennis Hawkins III finding Keon Stribling. It was a great play design, almost a run-pass option, and just finding that running back leaking out into the flat, and then he did the rest from there.
So now here we go. 19-19 our score in overtime. And we'll see what the Hill District can bring here. Full house formation. Taylor rolling out. Taylor surrounded by Bears and stopped. The point after fails. And we'll go into a second overtime.
A second overtime here. And remember, one of the last broadcasts we had on the Roxamore Sports Network with youth football, we saw Duquesne go into a lot of overtimes, back-to-back games actually.
Yeah, Duquesne and Homewood. It was one of the great contests you'll see of football at any level. High drama on both of them, but both teams managed to split it. Homewood winning one, and then Duquesne with their midgets winning the other. So once again, this game has been moved due to it was originally broadcasted and playing in McKees Rocks. So of course, a few instances of violence in the community moved it to Couples Stadium. We will also have the Midgets game coming up later on between these two same teams, the Hill District and Clairton.
And the Hill District is back-to-back champions for the conference in all 5 age groups, so they'll have a chance to repeat in both the Mighty Mice and the
So here we go, overtime number 2. Hill District this time will get the ball first. Overtimes are just like in high school. They'll start from the 10. No more opportunities for a first down unless there's a penalty that gives an automatic first down.
So 4 downs again to the end zone. Loaded backfield.
And now they give it. Stiff arm to the right side. And he scores. Touchdown. Richard Littlejohn runs it in for the first play of this second overtime.
Way to tightrope the sidelines there, Littlejohn. Almost pushed out of bounds, but just able to keep the feet in to get into the end zone.
So point after pending, and we'll see what the Rebels can do this time.
And Ty, I just noticed that that's 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for this Rebels offense. A lot of speed when they're able to get to the outside. The Rebels weren't able to get an extra point the last time they got a chance. Can they do it now?
So now they give it up the middle, fights into the goal line, and a nice play there as William Bergwin scores, and the extra point is good.
What a way for him to make people miss in the backfield. Almost immediately after he got the ball, it was someone in his face.
Yeah, that was from the fullback position there, and it's tough, really, whenever it's just in tight like that to make a move, but nice shifty move, gets there, juke, and he manages to find the goal line.
So now in the second overtime, it will be the Hill now in front. Can Clairton match without their running back, Brandon Murphy?
So the score is 26-19. And we'll see what Clairton can do here. First and goal. And it looks like it's going to be a false start on Clairton, so they'll back up all the way to the 15. Illegal substitution, rather.
So illegal substitution there, moving backwards again for this Clairton team. Keep in mind, they started out today second and goal from the 3-yard line, and they've moved backwards every time since. They were able to capitalize on 4th down, but that's not the way you want to go.
Not at all, so we'll see what they can do. Pistol formation. And now rolling out to the right. He'll throw. And that one, it's caught. Touchdown.
It went through the hands of the defender and into the hands of the Bears receiver awaiting. That's Davon Gaynor making the catch in the end zone. The Bears are now an extra point away.
I can't believe that actually got through. I lost sight of the ball. I was about to say incomplete, and then I seen him roll on the ground with the ball in his hands.
It looked like Milan Stamper had a chance to get that ball on an interception, and I don't know what happened.
So now the Bears have to capitalize on timeout Hill District.
We in your shot?
All right, so 26-25. Clairton looking to match here on the extra point.
And when we've seen this formation, it's been a rollout to the right from Dennis Hawkins III.
And now timeout Clairton. as they'll talk it over. And I think these timeouts have more been about strategy, trying to see what the other team's defense lines up and then figure out a play from there.
Yeah, this one is for all the marbles right here. Extra point ties the game. If you're the Hill District, you want to get this stop so you can go back-to-back-to-back conference champions. Meanwhile, Clairton just wants to live for another overtime.
Second overtime, 26-25. Now we're back from the timeout.
Same formation they scored the last 2 touchdowns in right here.
I formation. And now encroachment on the Hill District. So that'll move them up a little bit closer. They tried to jump the snap there.
Both
the
these
timing
teams
was off.
Yeah, both these teams undefeated entering this matchup. And they've had a week to think about what happened last week in that overtime. So
Early on in that overtime, really, they thought about regulation. Glad to see that it's still going on. They give it, Stribling, fighting his way to the goal line. He stops short, and that will do it. Hill District back to back to back.
the Hill District 3-time conference champions. They'll move on to the state championship. A great stop there. As you can see, the Hill District celebrating. Looks like that is number 75, Angelo Saxton, who helped make that stop.
Stribling managed to score in overtime on a rollout play, but really it's just been tough sledding in the run game for Clairton in this overtime period, and they tried to go up the middle again to Stribling. He fought as hard as he could. He could smell the chalk, but Hill District said no.
And you gotta wonder if that loss of Brandon Murphy impacted that running game there in that goal line. We heard that Murphy scored a touchdown last week in that game, but on that extra point, he wasn't available, and they had to go with someone else.
Just heartbreak for the Bears, as their season will end here, and meanwhile, Hill District will advance on to Philadelphia. Forward progress really just trying to fight up the field there, and then Hill District stacked on them, and Clairton tried to answer back, but they were stopped short, and that ends our ball game.
Yeah, forward progress on that one, but he didn't cross the end zone. And as he was continuing to fight, the ball did not cross the planes. And it was stripped, actually. So they blew the play dead from forward progress, but the forward progress never crossed the end zone. So no extra point, So the game is over.
And even with all that hard fought over the last, 2 weekends, really, they still managed to go through the handshake line there. Great sportsmanship by both of these teams.
So the Mighty Mites, that championship will go to the Hill Rebels. Next up on the Roxamore Sports Network, we will have the Clairton Bears versus Hill Rebels Midgets. But before that, we'll have a post-game interview from Craig Thomas.
And it's going to be an exciting day of football. Glad to have one more chance for youth football here this year on the Roxamore Sports Network here in Pittsburgh. And again, just a great game on both sides. And also you can see the Hill District fans up there on the bridge just above Couple Stadium. So again, this is going to be an all-day affair. If they can't get into the stadium, they'll just be on the bridge. And Again, the last time we had youth football action for you, it was in Duquesne, and that was a great scene there. Game went into overtime for their Mighty Mites and Midget teams. And both came with exciting finishes as Duquesne's Mighty Mites moved on. Or excuse me, Duquesne's Midgets moved on, and Homewood's Mighty Mites managed to move on to this game. So once again, our final score is the Hill District 26. As we welcome you on here, I'm Ty Polk with you, waiting for the final interviews. The final score of this game, the Hill District 26, Clairton 25. And we'll have some post-game interviews with you here on the Roxamore Sports Network. And once again, we're here in Couple Stadium here on the south side, the City League Stadium here, and it's a great venue as well. Moving on from Stowe Rocks to here due to violence in the community, and we're glad we can have a finish to this season for these two teams. And of course, also my broadcast partner Stan Beckton will have an interview, and also Craig Thomas is here as well, as he will have an interview with the coaches for both sides. And of course, also coming up later on today is the Midgets. We'll see Clairton and the Hill District square off there again. Again, it's just going to be a great day of football action here on the Roxamore Sports Network. And right now, we're still waiting for a little bit more confirmation. Excited to tell you that we will be going out to the state championships in Philadelphia to broadcast those games on the Roxamore Sports Network. And we're right here as we welcome into the broadcast booth Craig Thomas. And Craig, you have an interview. Take it away.
Live here to Couple Stadium. I'm with the league president, Tanya Payne. So it's exciting football here in Couple Stadium Southside. Finished to a great game with the Hill District versus Clairton Bears. What did you see so far?
I see kids get upset. I see kids happy. We're just glad that we can get these final games finished up after the violence that occurred last weekend.
So moving forward, just an opportunity to have these kids come out and play football in a safe environment. They had a lot of fun. It was very exciting. Good to see them. The kids were excited, some disappointed, some happy. But you got to win and lose. But I know you're glad to get this part of it done and then move on to the next game, which is going to be a big one as well.
So the winners of this week, from our baby twerps to our midgets, we'll be traveling to Philadelphia next Saturday to play in our first annual state championship.
And so once again, we will be traveling to Philadelphia to cover that game as well. But we'd like to thank Tanya for all of the hard work that she put in all year long with this league. We know it's difficult, stressful, so great job organizing this, getting it reorganized again and getting it closed out. We'd like to thank you here, Roxamore Sports Network, Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back with a few more interviews in just a moment. Welcome back to live coverage here at Couple Stadium, where you've just seen live on the Roxamore Sports Network, the Hill District Rebels defeat the Clairton Bears. 3 overtime, exciting football here in the Midget League football division of Roxamore Sports. I have Coach Pops with us, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us. Great job. It was a great victory. How are you feeling right now, sir?
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling real great. The emotions ain't kicking real yet. Probably when I go back there. But this is feel great. This is for all the people on the back of my shirt. I love all y'all. I know y'all watched us. The angels in the sky. I seen y'all today. Appreciate you. God bless.
So the Rebels come in, go to a 3 overtime. What happened on that last play? It looked like the running back from the Bears, it looked like he tried to stretch the ball over and he got in, but looked like your guys took the ball away and denied him of the extra point, which ended the game.
Yes. I want to thank Kodak, number 75. We work hard all week with the big team. He cried early in the week. They helped us. They pushed us to the end. And I want to thank my coaches, Ty, my president, Ty. I want to thank the big team coaches for pushing us all week and helping us out with the 3 yards that we work hard for today. Thank God. Bless you.
So this is title number 3 in a row for you guys?
No, this is my title 1, but in all of this is my title 3 in overall.
So we like to take a moment here on the Roxamore Sports Network to congratulate the Hill District Rebels on their Mighty Mite championship here against the Clairton Bears. 3 overtime, great victory, great day for football here in the south side of Pittsburgh. Some great talented young men out there, but we like to thank you once again, Coach Pop, and congratulate you on a great victory.
Thank you. We're going to go celebrate with the kids. They waiting on me.
So y'all going to Disney World or what?
We going to Kalahari.
You heard it first here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Craig Thomas, and we'll be back with a few more interviews in just a moment, and look forward to the Midget Football Championship with the Clairton Bears versus the Hill District Rebels shortly. Coming up next, we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Hey kid, Let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Films a shotgun formation, flanked by Siebels, and we have back deep, and you have it wide open, and it looks like he's going to go all the way to the house. Tariq Scipio, big play receiver for the Wolverines. Finally, they got the big play receiver the ball. Early detection and treatment is key to save lives.
So back to live action. Deontay Williams rolls out and finds a receiver deep in the end zone for the touchdown with 47 seconds left.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member at Fit for Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit for Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit for Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
Hello, I'm Leon Roxamore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of Grief from Home Services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I had family members up and down the East Coast down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home wouldn't let no more than 10 people in to view the body. I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member, with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for Grief for Home Services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. We stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass, but we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go. We want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
welcome back to beautiful Couple Stadium on the south side, the home of City League football. For today's matchup, Midget football on the Roxamore Sports Network. We'll see the Clairton Bears take on the Hill District Rebels. Hi again, everybody. I'm Ty Polk with Craig Thomas. We'll also have Stan Beckton with us later. And Craig, we just came off an exciting overtime period, game that was in continuance of last week in McKees Rocks, finished up here, and it was a fun game to watch.
Absolutely. A 3 overtime game where we saw the Hill District Rebels come out victorious on a 2-point conversion that they stopped, turned the Bears away, and subsequently got out of here with the championship for the Little League Championship for the young men. So they're excited about it. So we have another exciting matchup here of undefeated teams here, the Midget League division. Both teams are undefeated, and this should be a very exciting day for football here on the south side.
Yes, we've seen both of these two teams covering Swissvale Braddock youth teams out here. Glad to continue on as the playoffs charge on. So one of these teams will go to Philadelphia next week during the state championship, and we will have that on the Roxamore Sports Network. The Hill District's Mighty Mites will move on, and now we're waiting to see the Midgets. And the Midgets football, of course, always exciting because these guys are, well, the next up, really. They're going on to, at least for some of them, into high school football with either the Clairton Bears or their respective City League team for the Hill District. So it's going to be exciting to see the future of football, high school football in Western Pennsylvania live and in living color.
Absolutely. So some of these young men will definitely be moving on to play in their prospective high schools. But right now we have an interesting matchup between the Clairton Bears and the Hill District Rebels. Both teams come in undefeated. Both teams come in highly touted, make major big playmakers on both sides of the football. So you should be in for some exciting football here from the south side of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and the Hill District Rebels, back-to-back champions in 5 different age groups, and the Midgets are part of that. We're looking to see if they'll make it 3 times. And meanwhile, for the Bears, we know about their high school team, always a power in Western Pennsylvania. Just what do you think you want to see the most out of these kids today?
Well, we just want to see the kids come out and have a good time. This is a continuation of a championship that they had a week ago, but it ended due to some violence over there at the Still Rock Stadium. But just excited to see the kids come out and be able to complete their season. They worked hard all year to get to this place. We don't want the outside influences of the community to negatively affect what these young men have done on the field and off the field during the whole year, staying clear of the coronavirus, the pandemic, and also staying out of trouble and present themselves well. So we don't want to see that negatively affected at all. And it's exciting to see these young men get out here and play some football.
Yeah, a season that started all the way back in July for most of these teams, and now just on the cusp of it with football in full swing. Of course, you got the pros, you got the college teams, high school football around in this area are in the playoffs, and now you get to see these guys potentially just before they head out to high school themselves try to fight for a championship. So it's going to be fun to see it right now. And, of course, well, at least in midget football, you kind of see the playbook open up. It's primarily running and maybe some rollout passes at the younger ages. But now with this, we're probably going to see a little bit more, well, football that you'll see every day out there on ESPN or anywhere else, really, or the high school sports teams with Roxamore Sports Network. So it's going to be exciting to see just the skill level between these two teams.
Absolutely. Some of these young men have been playing since they were 6 years old, as I started at 6 years old as well, playing in the General Braddock area. And so these young men have developed their skill along the way. And so you should see a very high level of football here for a midget football league. These guys know all of the fundamentals. They've been developed throughout the process, starting with the twerps and the termites all the way up. And so going forward, you should see a great brand of football here early this morning here on the south side of Pittsburgh.
And we're excited to bring it to you. It's the Hill District Rebels, the Clairton Bears, coming up next on the Roxamore Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the Lord the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games till a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton. Glad to have you here with us. It's midget football on the Roxamore Sports Network live from Couples Stadium as we'll see the 10-1 Hill District Rebels take on the 11-0 Clairton Bears.
And the Hill District did win the toss, but they deferred, so that means the Bears will receive the opening kick.
So right now, as we'll see it, kicking off for the Hill District is number 25, Roman Thompson. Again, we're glad to be with you here on the Roxamore Sports Network as no tee here, so they'll just kick it off with the football oblong, so that's going to be an interesting kick there. It might be looking out for an onside.
You need this? Yeah, you want me to go up and get somebody in this little fan or anything?
They're sounding off, and we're underway. Midget football on the Roxamore Sports Network as that one bounces over towards the sideline.
And it stopped right at the sideline. Unclear if someone touched it while being out of bounds. We'll just wait for the ref signal.
And it looks like they're going to say that it's Clairton ball to begin this game. So we'll see what the Bears offense can do here. Their Mighty Mites stopped at the goal line during the extra point attempt, and that ended the game 26-25 in overtime. So it'll take over 1st and 10. Going to be interesting to see what Clairton does to start off this game.
We saw Jeff Thompson play against Swissville Braddock a couple weeks ago. Showed a little bit of versatility as a dual threat.
So they'll hand it off. Met hard there on the first play, and that's number 30, Drahir Jones on there, and he picks up about 2. Actually taking a look at the The line marker looks like he picks up about 4 correctly, so that will bring up 2nd and 6. Under center, they give it off again, and this one to number 5, and that's Dante Wright. Cutting up the field there. Nice job there as they'll pick up the first down.
So a first
Loud
down there.
contingent from Clairton right now, signaling their like of that play there.
And the parents are allowed 1 parent per player for this game. You can notice there's parents standing on the bridge as well above the game as they're limiting the crowd size here, but you can still hear them out here.
Hill District fans on the bridge, mostly a Clairton contingent on the media side with us. So from the flex bone, first down, and they'll give it off again. Fights forward for 3. Dreher Jones.
So it looks like they're going with the 2-headed running attack early on. Not really a bell cow as we now get the first time out.
Yeah, charge to the Hill District. I guess they wanted to make sure everything defensively is going well there as they managed to, Clairton managed to pick up at least 4 or 6 on each of those things. And this game is sponsored by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. And this game is also brought to you by the rock comedy show Black Friday Explosion at Rock's Landing in McKees Rocks. Get your tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. You can also get advance tickets by calling 412-378-8271. Advance tickets 25 is 25 and at the door is 30. Hurry and get them. The last show they had at Rock's Landing sold out. So now back to live action here after the timeout. Clairton picking up 6 on that, so now it's 2nd and 4. As on 4 plays, they picked up 2 first downs.
And I noticed Jeff Thompson in the backfield was communicating to one of the tight ends on that one, so let's see. And that's a false start, or offside, excuse me.
Yeah, they'll probably rule that one encroachment by the letter of the law, and that will automatically pick up a new set of downs for Clairton. So right now, so far so good with the start for them. Picking up 2 first downs in 4 plays and a 3rd off a penalty. So now from the flex bone, they have a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Nice little breeze here, but the sun is shining. And now they give it. Cutting off the right side. Met him hard, and Hard is charging 5 or 6 yards there.
And a big collision on the sideline between Dante Wright and Therese Husband on that sideline.
So picked up 10, but the last 5 or so yards, a nice meeting of the minds right in front of us. 3rd first down in 5 plays, and now Clairton's on a little bit of a roll here to begin this game. So Clairton operating out of the flex bone once again, first down. And this time, this is their first stop of negative yardage all game as Dreher Jones tackled in the backfield for maybe a 2-yard loss, it looks like. So now it's 2nd and either a short 12 or a long 11, excuse me. This time shotgun formation for Clairton. And on the jet sweep, they give it over. Dreher Jones tackled right in front of us as they'll get back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe pick up a yard. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Kymel Rankin Goebel coming over to make that play on the sideline from that linebacker hybrid position.
So now it's 3rd and 10. As Clairton in their first 3rd and long situation of the game, they go back into the flex bone. 2 running backs back with a fullback, and now they give it off. Up the middle, fights forward.
His knee was down on that one. We can see that from where we're sitting. His knee was down, so they'll call that 4th down.
Well short of the line of gain, but it looks like they'll give him forward progress to the 21. So now, 4th down, and another jump there, and that'll give them a new set of downs.
So that's 2 offsides now for the Hill District early in this game. And you could hear the coaches on this Rebel sideline yelling, "Watch the ball." Unable to do so there. New set of downs for the Bears.
So the Bears picking up 2 first downs on false starts.
I'm gonna try to get this to the head ref so we can get a time update. So he's gonna be on channel 9. Channel 9, okay?
So here we go, new set of downs. First down for Clairton, and they give it, number 1, Dion Lovelace Pompoy picks up 5 there, and now it's 2nd and 5. And now they give it off there, and now there's a flag that blows the play dead.
How much time is left in the game?
So another new set of downs on a false start. And now it's 1st and goal for the Bears. Bears fans heavily into the start of this game. And now from the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left, H-back to the right. High snap there, and now QB power up the middle. And a touchdown for the Bears.
Dante Wright able to get into the end zone on that one. Strong run there. A run-heavy drive for the Bears to open this game.
So now extra point pending. A great start to this game for the Bears as they were able to really cut the distance in half with a lot of those first couple drives there, and then Hill District would give them free ones with the false starts. And that's how you start off a game for the Bears there.
So now they'll get a chance here to try to punch in this extra point.
And now they give it up the middle, and he'll walk in. And that one with the extra point for the Bears. Dion Lovelace Pompoy scored the touchdown and added the extra point as well, as now it's 7-0. 9. Yeah, Channel 9.
So Clairton Bears got the ball, first possession, drove down the field from the 40-yard line, 60-yard drive for a touchdown. 7-0 lead for the Bears.
10. 9. That's 9.
The Bears 11-0. The Rebels 10-1 here in this conference championship game. So 4:36 left in this first quarter.
Great start to this game by Clairton, taking off most of the clock early with that drive, punctuated by some strong running by the Bears, and now a 7-0 ball game here. It's 7-0. They're not kicking field goals. They don't know how to kick field goals. It's probably they would go back further.
They only counted as one.
Yeah. So 7-0 Clairton. As they'll kick this one off.
And let that one go out of bounds.
So that one will be setting up the Rebels at around the 35. 1st and 10, and we'll see what this Hill District team can do.
So the Rebels will start with the ball at the 45-yard line of Clairton off after that kick right there.
So good job of getting the correction from the officials. They'll start at the 45, 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Rebels starting out in a heavy I formation set with a receiver to the right and to the left. And now they give it up the middle. Fights through one Bear, and a second Bear comes to clean up on the tackle. So now it's 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6.
Something needs to be written down. Let him write it down. You handle the score and talk. You can't do everything. Okay? Let's work together. I want to see something done.
2nd and 6 coming up. 4-yard gain by the Rebels there. From the I formation, they'll give it off to the running back again. And Hawthorne stopped after a gain of 1. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And making that play in the backfield was number 10 again. It seems like he's able to fly to the ball early on.
And it'll give him 2 more. He'll give him another yard there. So now it's 3rd and 4. 3:10 remaining. I formation. Tight end to the right, receiver to the left. And now they toss it out. And now he's surrounded by Bears, swarmed there, and they'll stand him up. And they'll lose a couple there.
First one there was number 25, Davion Taylor, stopping him in the backfield. So now it'll be a 4th and long.
And that toss was to DeAndre Hill. So now it's 4th and 8. Now 4th and 8 coming up. I formation once again, but they will punt. And this
And
one
it's
off
blocked.
the back of a Rebel there. Ball still loose, picked up, and now they will run all the way to the end zone. And
Zamir
that
Corral
is
with the touchdown.
what a play there. It hit off a Hill District player's back on the punt. There was a little bit of a miscommunication. It's now 13-0, and everything going wrong for Hill District right now.
A sudden change there on that punt block. Clairton with a 13-0 lead. So offense, special teams, they're able to do it all now. Not the start the Rebels could have wanted early on.
Oh, not at all. And now spotting 13 points to the Bears, and that one off the back of a player with a punt. Clairton from the flex bone, they give it up the middle. Stood up, but he managed to fight into there as Lovelace Pompoy picks up the extra point. It's now 14-0 Bears. And that drive and touchdown sponsored by the Rock Comedy Show Black Friday Explosion at Rock's Landing in McKees Rocks. Get the tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. And you can also get advance tickets by calling 412-378-8271. Advance tickets are $25 and at the door is $30. Hurry and get them. The last show sold out. And this game is also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. So now back to live action, and we'll see what the Rebels can do after that unfortunate event on the punt. The punt hitting off the back of a Rebels player, and the ball played keep away from the Rebels, who tried to recover it. The Bears picked it up, and they ran right in for a touchdown.
Yeah, running right in for a touchdown. But you have to shout out the Bears defense after that. 3 and out on the opening possession. The offense did their job, drove down the field, and the defense did theirs and shut them out. And then special teams with a special play blocking that punt. So now the Bears will kick off again. Last time they kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, so we'll see if their defense can stand strong once again, as they'll kick it off on the tee. And here's the kick, as that one goes immediately out of bounds, but it looks like there was a flag before it. And they might say offsides on the kicking team.
So it looks like they're going to go with a re-kick here.
Yeah, that was offsides on the Bears kicking team. So now they'll kick this one away, and that one just dies right in front of the Rebels as they'll pick that one up. And he's cut down at around inside the 40. And they'll take over from there.
So let's see what the Rebels can come out with after getting a 3 and out on their last possession.
So the drive will start at the 47 for Hill District. 1st and 10, and we'll see what they can do after that. We'll count it as a punt block, but it was more self-inflicted. Right now, it's been a little bit of a long huddle by Hill District, and now they'll break.
Under center is Michael Ruffin.
And Russell hands it off. nice start on first down there. It looks like it's close to the line again. It will be second down, so picked up 7 there. So now it's 2nd and 3. Staying out in the I formation. And he'll give it off to the running back once again. Fights forward. First down yardage. Hard charge there into a group of Bears. Regardless, they pick up the first down there. So 2 nice running plays for Hill District, and now their offense looks a little bit better than what it was in that first drive so far.
Yeah, I'm noticing that the Rebels are having a lot more success running off of that left side than on that right side here on these early possessions.
So from the 39-yard line, first down. We're at 1 minute left in this quarter. And now they give it up the middle there, and this time the Bears were ready for it. They'll give them forward progress, but a nice stand-up by the Bears there.
Yeah, great job from Chad Carpenter to get through that line of scrimmage. Looked like they tried to double team it on that one. Good job as a defensive lineman to always split that double team.
Substitutions made by the Hill District. It looks like they'll probably go into a heavier formation to try to help them out in the run game.
So it'll be a 2nd and long here. Should have enough time for about one more play left in this first quarter.
Sun beaming right on us here from Couples Stadium, and that will end our first quarter as it's the Bears 14 and the Rebels nothing. We'll take a break. You're watching the Roxamore Sports Network. (14-0) our score here. Second quarter action underway on the Roxamore Sports Network. Beautiful day out here at Couples Stadium. Sun right on top of us, Stan.
Yeah, sun right on top of us, and that's great because when we came out here early this morning, 8:30 a.m., the field was frosted.
Yeah, I was out there right there at the end, right behind the left goalpost on the far end from us, and well, it was a little bit slippy, even though it's field turf, but still, it's not natural grass.
Yeah, it brings up memories of shoveling the field with benches back in my day.
So here comes the Rebels. Quick pass out, completed, but he falls down. And we talked about the frost a little bit earlier, but that one, the sun's right on the grass there. I think it was just feet ready before body on that situation, but there was also a flag.
And it looks like they're calling a holding right now. So they'll take them back. And it looks like it will remain second down, and it'll be about a 2nd and 24.
So long way to go for the Rebels. And they give it up the middle there. A nice play there up the middle there. Cut open a tackle there and fights forward for about 4. So now it's 3rd and 20.
So a long way to go here. But the Rebels did get a first down earlier on this drive. And we did see them have success running the ball off that left side, so they may have to go back to that.
Triple back formation. Now they'll give it up the middle, and a nice stop there by the Bears as that will bring up 4th down.
And number 10 is really flying around out there. It looks like the Rebels are lining up the punt. We saw that last punt get blocked.
Yeah, by a Rebel themselves. Hit them right in the back, so we'll see what they can do this time.
And Draher Jones is back to receive this punt if it gets off 20 yards, about 23 yards deep.
Need some sunglasses? Long snap, and this time the punt gets off, but just barely, as they'll let that one go. And it takes a Clairton hop. A little bit more of a Clairton hop, as that one will be touched down at the 30. So punt had a little bit of backspin, and it'll work out in favor of the Bears as they'll take over and they'll look to get up 21 on this drive.
So last possession, 60-yard touchdown drive. Now they'll have 70 yards to go for a touchdown this time.
So here comes the Bears. They'll take back over here.
Thompson in his split back look back there.
Shotgun split back formation. They'll give it off. And this one to Lovelace Pompoy, but he's shut down in the backfield.
And when we saw Clairton play Swissville Braddock earlier on the Roxamore Sports Network this season, out of that formation, we saw a lot of misdirection. So don't be surprised if some of those times Thompson keeps that ball and runs it himself. You can hear the Clairton fans trying to cheer these Bears players on. 2nd and 15.
There's 2nd down coming up. Flexbone formation, and he actually manages to fight forward back to the line of scrimmage there, but originally stopped short. Nice job of fighting full. So now it's 3rd down and 10.
So he lost 1 yard on that. You can hear the Rebels coaches from where we're sitting yelling at the players to all run to the ball, because instead of a 5-yard loss, it was only a 1 yard loss. Every yard matters here in this championship Super Bowl matchup.
Shotgun 2-back set. They motion out the running back to a slot. And now a quick pass, knocked down and intercepted. And on the run, they will score. But he loses the ball just before he crossed the line, but they ruled touchdown.
So touchdown Rebels. We've seen a punt block. Now we've seen a tipped pass returned by the defense for a touchdown. What a game we have so far.
So what a play there, but the referees are having a conference.
They did signal touchdown. We'll wait for the ref to give us a signal. So the refs are huddling up. We'll see what they're going to give us. So the refs have said it will be the Rebels ball, no touchdown, 1st and 10 at the 20, because once he got the ball, it was a penalty.
Oh, wow. So touchdown off the board, still 14-0 our score, but they'll start inside the red zone at the 20.
So 1st and 10, 20 yards to go.
And speaking of which, if you want to have an opportunity to get your business out there on the Roxamore Sports Network, just call the Roxamore offices at 412-378-8271. Because trust me, next week in Philadelphia, you'll want to have your business a part of it. Get a lot of viewers out here in the thousands for these youth football events. They're very popular on the Roxamore Sports Network. Hill District with the ball, 1st and 10, and a little bit of a bobbled snap there, and he falls on it at the 15, or excuse me, the 25. So it's a 5-yard loss.
I'm about to turn off this heater. I'm sweating here. We try to get it right, man. We got all them. All right now. Papa.
So now 2nd and 15 for the Rebels.
Is his name.
Full house formation, and he's stepped up by a host of Bears.
Looks like Tavez Armstrong was in on that one. So this Bears defense is playing a great game so far early on. Really making the Rebels go backwards most of the time they have the ball.
So the Rebels don't want to squander this chance, though what looked to be a touchdown on the run back on defense was negated due to a penalty on the run back. So they'll start off at the 20. Then they, on the first snap, went 5 yards backwards due to a bobble. And they'll call timeout and try to figure out what they want to do here. And Sam, we've seen this Hill District Rebels team. They were a much different team against Swissvale Braddock in terms of it felt like they were more confident. Here we're seeing a team that at times doesn't look really sure about what they want to do.
So yeah, the Hill District and the Bears against Swissvale Braddock, we got to see both of these teams. And it's a much different performance as both teams dominated Swissvale Braddock, but against each other, it looks like it's the Bears who have the upper hand.
Quick moving game here from the south side, Couple Stadium. Now it's 3rd and 15.
They say come to the south side at night for fun. This is the most fun I've had on the south side in a long time.
Back to throw, rolling right, slings it long, had it in his hands, but it fell out incomplete. And they were looking for right there. That was number 23, Nazir Scott, who had the ball in his hands, but in the gather to put it into his gut, it fell out.
Yeah, you got to catch it once. Looked like he tried to double catch it there, but also it was 2 receivers in the same spot for the Hill District. Probably a miscommunication from the receivers on the route running there. But they'll get another chance here, 4th down. First pass of the game for the Rebels.
So 4th and 15, they have to reach the 10 for a new set of downs.
They have DeMar Gaither split out wide. Looks like a big target, but only one high safety, or no high safeties actually. So it looks like they're going with the man coverage for the Bears.
Single back doubles on the play fake, rolling right. They'll go long for this one, but it fell out of bounds. The pass went. Just too much space used up.
It was a
DeMar Aguilar had it, but it's went out of bounds on the pass. It was a good play idea.
And a great route there from Gaither. He was able to do a post corner and get right against the sideline, but the ball just carried him out of bounds. It was pressure on that play from the Bears, so that defense really paying off.
Yeah, that ball probably needed to be a little bit more mustard going to the back corner. That probably would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, I think when you got an athlete that size out there, you want to just throw that one in the back corner, 4th down into the end zone, let him make a play.
Yeah, I think you just want to go tell him, go jump ball for that situation, but it didn't work out. So from the flex bone, 1st and 10, Thompson hands it off, and that one to number 5, Dante Wright, and he fights forward for about 3 or 4 there on 1st down.
So an injury timeout here from the referees.
And actually they're saying he's okay, so no injury timeout there. Clock still rolling. So 3:57 left in this officially a 2 or 3 yard gain. So now it's 2nd down. Short 8 or long 7. Flexbone formation Bears. As they'll hand that one off, and that one's to number 30, Jasir Jones. Fights over to the line. A nice job of olaying there as they'll move the chains.
Actually looks like they'll...
So correction, it's only it's a 3rd and 1, maybe inches. 3rd down and 1. Clairton again from the flex bone. And they cause another jump there. That's the first jump in a while for the Rebels there. And that'll be an automatic 1st down.
So offsides there for the Rebels. 1st down Clairton.
Looks like it's going to be the 3rd freebie 1st down given up by the Rebels.
Yeah, and it's like the Rebels are stopping them on a lot of the 1st, 2nd downs, but then penalties are biting them in the foot.
And this one, they'll give it off to Jones again, and they'll fight forward there in the pile.
About a 1 yard gain there for Jones, but Jones is showing some good ability in the backfield, able to make cuts and find a gap when there's a lot of penetration in the backfield. That's a good sign for a young running back, able to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, you like those plays. Of course, you want to find a hole and break them off for long gains, but sometimes just moving the pile can work pretty well as well.
Yeah, not losing yards is just as good sometimes as gaining yards, because you keep your team from falling too far behind on the sticks.
Yeah, well, it's nice. I don't think you want to have situations in which you're more Barry Sanders out there. Just fight forward, push the pile, pick up a yard, or maybe get back to the line. It works all the same. Stay on schedule, and now they'll give it off right. Right with the fight up there. That picks up like a 4-yard gain there. Now it's going to be 3rd and 5.
And we've yet to see a pass from, as we now get a timeout from the Bears, we've yet to see a pass from the Bears.
So a minute and 57 seconds remaining, and this game is brought to you by the Rock Comedy Show Black Friday Explosion at Rock's Landing in McKees Rocks. Get your tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. You can also get advance tickets by calling 412-378-8271. Advance tickets are $25. At the door is $30. You got to hurry and get them because the last show sold out fast. And of course, this game is also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. It looks like we thought that it looks like they didn't roll the forward progress there, so it's still 3rd and 9.
And speaking of forward progress, that last game we had on the Roxamore Sports Network, forward progress was a theme on that extra point attempts.
Back to throw. Thompson looking long. That one in and out of the hands, incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down.
And I got a chance to see Thompson during warm-ups throwing some passes. Him and his receivers were working on getting that connection reestablished. They are such a great running team, so without that many opportunities throwing the ball, it does make it a little bit harder to get that timing down.
A minute 51 remaining, 4th down and 9 yards, and we'll see what the Bears can do here. They're in a favorable position. They might just want to punt this one and maybe tell their defense to go stop them once again, as their defense has been all over the Hill District. They had a tough challenge here at the 20, and they were shut down nicely by the Bears defense on downs.
And it looks like they're going to go for this, maybe trusting that their defense can stop them no matter where they are on the field.
Thompson the third, back to pass, looking, backing up, catch made, and that one, Jasir Jones makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and now he's stopped down, but there is a flag on the play.
So it looks like he got enough for the first down. What is this flag for? We'll wait. So we'll wait for a communication from the referee.
What was the flag for? What was the flag? So a new.
So the flag was a sideline warning, so no penalty yardage enforced, just a warning.
Yeah, so next one will be a penalty for them. And the Bears right now picking up the first down on 4th and 9 as they'll keep it moving. Back in the flex zone. 2 running backs in the backfield, fullback right up the middle, and they'll give it up. But a nice stop there by the Hill. But another flag is on the play.
Holding now. So that'll take the Bears back. They had just crossed midfield. Now they're going back behind the sticks.
So first down is repeated there on the holding penalty. As Dion Lovelace Pompoy, he looked like he was holding a rib there for a second, but it seems like he's all right.
Yeah, you can hear the parents in the crowd telling them, you ate a banana, you're fine. You're not cramping up. You know, they say bananas, pickle juice, that helps you keep you from cramping up.
Well, I guess the sun out there can cause cramps, but right now I won't doubt it.
Especially on that turf.
So now they'll hand it off there. No play fake. Thompson rolling right, running out of space, and now he turns it around and just manages to throw it away in time, but that will be an intentional grounding because there was no one in the vicinity, even though he was outside the pocket.
Yeah, if that ball would have got back to the line of scrimmage, he would have been good, but got turned around, intentional grounding. So that's back-to-back backwards plays for the Bears after crossing midfield. That should have it at about a second end. They'll mark them back 10 yards on that one, so that should be about a 2nd and 30 because they should lose it down as well.
So a 5-yard penalty on the intentional grounding and lost it down, so now it's 2nd and 15.
Actually, it'll be a 2nd and 30 on that one because they'll mark it 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
Glad that you're watching us on the Roxamore Sports Network, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and also on the apps, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV,
So
as they'll take a knee here.
The ref said that clock would run after that intentional grounding, so that play started with 19 seconds.
But the Hill District called a timeout. And as you can see, there's a Hill District contingent right behind us, but also a Clairton contingent as well. And also you could look up on the bridge.
So the ref told the Hill District coach, kind of a little funny there. He told the Hill District coach, you have 1 timeout left. You're just wasting time right now. You might as well let it run out to the half because they're just going to take another knee again when they come back from the timeout.
So I guess they decided not to grant them that timeout, and that will end this first half of play, and it's the Bears 14 and the Rebels nothing. We'll be right back with the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go, we want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
Welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network halftime show. I'm Ty Polk with Stan Beckton. The score right now, Clairton 14, the Hill District nothing. And really the story of this game has been penalties for the Hill District. Three exactly first downs via 5-yard penalties for offsides. And really that's been the difference for them, because Clairton has been able to get some long drives, and that got their first touchdown. Then, of course, a little bit of a miscalculation there by the punt team there, as it hit off the back of a player from the Hill District and managed to score it away, and then Clairton recovered and scored it. So it's really just been a series of unfortunate and really unforced errors for the Hill District today.
Yeah, and talking about penalties, we have to acknowledge the biggest penalty for the Hill District, wiping off a defensive touchdown. A ball was batted in the air, picked off, taken into the end zone, but a penalty, as soon as the interception happened, took that play back to the 20-yard line. So they had a 1st and 10 from the 20, where the Hill District team just unable to score from the red zone. So that really, the penalties really was what bit them in the foot.
Yeah, right now, at least with Clairton, of course, they've had a few. They had a first down on a 4th and 9 there on a pass play. And the Hill District also, they did try to pass on their 4th down as well. It was unsuccessful. So it's been a tale of two cities by both these two teams right now. And we've seen them at their best on this network. But, of course, today it's really just been a little one-sided, with some opportunities to get back in the game for Hill District, but they haven't been capitalized on.
Yeah, they haven't capitalized on their opportunities, but the Bears have capitalized on theirs. Clairton has been led by number 30, Drasir Jones, running the rock. He's able to make plays in the backfield when the defenders are able to penetrate. He's able to make something out of nothing. Always seems like he's getting positive yardage, Ty.
Yeah, and I have to give a shout-out to Dion Lovelace Pompey. They made sure I got that one right. We apologize about that. But we have Craig Thomas in the stands with us, with a fan from Clairton, and we'll take it to him right now. Craig.
Welcome to the Clairton Bears section. I'm Craig Thomas here in the Clairton Bears section. We are at halftime here at Couple Stadium, where the Clairton Bears are beating the Hill Rebels 14-0. I'm here with dad of D-Rock, Mr. Flowers here. How you feeling about sir?
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make sure I had that red.
So you had a prediction before the game. He's making a lot of noise there in the stands. He was videotaping as well, and you said it to win this game.
Yes, we are. I feel good about it all season. Have all good.
Craig Thomas here from the Clairton Bears, here from Couples Stadium. We'll take it back down to our halftime show, and we'll be right back.
And there's Craig, always out there with the people in the stands. We're glad to see that everyone from Clairton and the Hill District are enjoying this game so far. And really, it's an exciting game, and we're sure to see an exciting second half as well.
Yeah, limited fan attendance for this game so far. You have the Hill District with some fans over on top of the stadium on the street level view. So the fans are here. They might not be as in large number, but they are here. They are watching here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Yeah, it's always exciting to be with us. And be sure to catch us next week from the state championships in Philadelphia. It'll be a Roxamore exclusive event. Find out more about that on roxamoresports.com. That's ROXAMORE sports.com. And of course, you'll be sure to see that as well. It's going to be an exciting game. We're hoping to see a few teams from Western Pennsylvania take home the whole thing on the state championship. And again, it's great to see out there on the bridge some Hill District fans as well. They're enjoying themselves out there, and that's just the unique atmosphere of Couples Stadium on the back end of East Carson Street, having this great game. And then you can also watch it in the stands. It's almost like the Wolverina with the houses up top.
Yeah, and it looks like they're about to start action on the field, getting ready for kickoff here. So we'll go back to the action on the field. Change the green.
And we welcome you back to live action on the Roxamore Sports Network. Clairton kicking it off to the Hill District here. 14-0's our score. Now on the kickoff return, it's number 1 for the Hill District. Hauled down, it looks like it's by the face mask too, as a penalty is on the play.
So a holding on the kick return. That'll take them back. 1st and 10 coming up. Another penalty for the Rebels. We talked about that in our halftime show.
Yeah, so that's really been the story again for the Rebels. Penalties in situations where they have opportunities. So here we go, shotgun formation for Hill District. They're switching up their attack. Wide receiver left and right, left one in the slot. Back to throw, looking. And now under pressure, surrounded by Bears, and now he's tackled. He picks up maybe a yard or two, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty for targeting.
Yes, the quarterback was sliding. He does get some protection on that. That is a penalty. Looked like it might have been a helmet as well. So that will be a penalty in the favor of the Rebels.
Penalties mostly on the Rebels throughout this game. Now this is the first in the second half. A new set of downs there due to the penalty. It's going to be viewed as an unnecessary roughness targeting penalty. And now shotgun formation. Looking. And Devin Reynolds throws that one out of bounds. Another intentional grounding penalty.
I'm surprised by that penalty. It looked like there was a running back leaking out there. Maybe it's just inaccurate, not over his head enough.
And also, you can download the Roxamore Events app to watch all of our broadcasts live on your phones, on your tablets, and also on your TVs with the Roku app.
So it's like they'll take them back.
And Amazon Fire Stick, Amazon
5,
Fire
10.
TV, and Roku TV. And above all, it's the favorite price ever, free. So be sure to download the Roxamore Events app. Again, it's free. It's free, free, free. Free, free, free. No money.
So it looks like there'll be a second down and 23 after that intentional grounding.
All right, so now a long second down here. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left and right. H-back in the slot, now motion over to the left. Takes the pass, fakes the knee, and now rolling left. Floats this one long, almost intercepted. And that was Dante Wright on the deflection.
Looked like he was intending to get that one to Tariq Sibbles. Unable to reach him out there. Gotta get him a little bit more time out there. Looks like these are some long developing routes. And it looks like another flag on the play. That's a flag every play to start this second half.
Let's make sure we keep reiterating that this is the Super Bowl on Roxamore Sports, okay? Let's start saying that a little bit more.
And a reminder, this is the Midget Football Super Bowl here in Western Pennsylvania, so a big game here today. So, of course, you're watching some of the best midget football players in Western Pennsylvania. You'll get to see them square off next week against Eastern Pennsylvania talent.
And the refs told us that that was a roughing the passer, so automatic first down now for the Rebels.
So right now, penalties going in favor for the Rebels, and any opportunity for them to get some more headway out here on the scoreboard is much appreciated.
And speaking of penalties, I did hear during that halftime break, the commissioner had someone come and tell the refs that it was going to be an automatic penalty the next time a player ran off the field for either team. We did see a sideline warning for the Rebels, but that will go as a sideline warning for both teams now. So next time there is a sideline infraction, it will be a penalty.
So meaning like running onto the field during the play?
Yes.
Okay.
Running onto the field during the play, maybe colliding with the ref, being in that white space for the ref running down the field, anything like that, it will be an automatic penalty, no warnings.
And it looks like there's a little bit of a disagreement with some of the referees for the Hill District side of things.
And it's a little bit of confusion here. Of course, you have the Clairton coaches and the Rebels coaches both trying to understand what the penalty was for.
So here we go, first down and 10 for the Rebels after the intentional grounding. Flexbone formation, receiver to the right, and now they'll give it up the middle, charging forward. And they pick up five on that play. There's a lot of disagreement right now. I overheard from one of the fans out here saying they broke the huddle with 12, and that would be 12 men on the field by rule.
And it's an interesting huddle here as the 5 linemen are on the line of scrimmage. The skill position players are in the back, so it's not really a way for them to actually break that huddle with 12. Maybe that's strategic so they can get the players in there they want.
All right, back in the Flexbone is the Hill District with a receiver on each side. And now they give it up to the mid-back.
Another flag.
Yeah. And this one will be on the Hill District. Oh, and it looks like they accidentally hit a ref there, but they're not going to call a penalty. One coach had his notebook and accidentally hit him, but I'm surprised that wasn't called.
This penalty, to give the viewers a little bit of insight on what the penalty is for. Number 7 here at wide receiver was lined up, split out wide to the left side, but he never came inside the numbers, into the field of play to check in. He just came off the sideline and checked in. So that's what the referee is saying the penalty is for. And I noticed that, but it seemed like the ref was going to let that slide and let the play actually run. But you have to come inside the numbers and check in if you are going to huddle for a play and sub in new players. You can keep your player out there if you're not going to huddle, but once you start that huddle and bring in new players off the sideline, all players must come inside the numbers.
Looks like so that would be by rule illegal substitution?
Yes, illegal substitution here. Another flag. It's been, I lost count of how many flags it's been. It's been a lot here in this second half, as you hear the fans asking to cut the water off, a reference to a hit show BMF.
Oh yeah. Glad you watch Stars as well, but
so it looks like the ref actually is picking the flag up, keeping it a 3rd down and 5, as that last play was a no gain. So much ado about nothing here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
it's just how it is, I guess, sometimes out here. 3rd and 5.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Hill Rebels.
And a timeout for the Hill District. 7:22 left in the 3rd quarter. Ty Polk, Stan Beckton with you on the Roxamore Sports Network. And this game is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, and we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. And this game is also brought to you by the rock comedy show Black Friday Explosion on November 23rd at Rocks Landing in McKees Rocks. Get the tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. You can also get advance tickets by calling 412-378-8271. Advance tickets are $25 and at the door is $30. Hurry and get them. The last show sold out. It could be a great Black Friday early Christmas present for you. And of course, next week's games at the state championships in Philadelphia will be a Roxamore exclusive. Please log on to roxamoresports.com to find out more information about that broadcast. You don't want to miss the best of Western Pennsylvania versus the best of Eastern Pennsylvania. And it should be an awesome experience for you to watch on Roxamore Sports Network. Now back to live action. Shotgun formation, back to throw. Looking, quick pass out to the flat, completed. And surrounded by Bears as one held him up and the others came in for help there.
So on that one, they were able to get a pass completed, but it's only for a minimum gain there.
So 4:45 left in the 3rd quarter here, and it's 4th down. And maybe the longest first drive of this second half, and so 4th and 5.
Did you copy that?
So 4th and 5, and it looks like the Hill District will punt this one away. Actually, they'll throw this one. looking long. He's got a man down the field, but it's held up in the air, and it's picked off. And it is Dontre Wright on the interception, and he's still going to the 40, to the 35, hurdles a man, and is stopped inside the 30-yard line.
So that interception works kind of like a punt, as we've seen them have a punt block. So maybe they were like, chuck it up. If it's intercepted, it's the same thing as a punt. Just make the tackle. Unable to stop the return. Great return there by Wright. And now they'll have the ball almost at their own 30-yard line, just a tad bit short.
So a first down for Clairton on the, we'll call it an arm punt, but it looked like there was an opportunity. It just floated up in the air, and we have no wind out here, so.
Yeah, the ball has to get a little bit more outside, kind of carried inside, didn't get all the way out to that sideline.
Yeah.
You got to think if you throw that one maybe to the right, off of that right hash, because these are high school hashes a little farther apart. So if you can throw that one maybe to the near hash, it might be able to get out there. 1st and 10 now for the Bears. Got to imagine they're going to go right back to that running game that we saw earlier in that first half.
So they come up to their line. Flexbone formation, but it looks like there's a false start by the Bears. So that'll bring them back 5 yards to begin this drive for them.
False start, 1st and 15.
So now they'll give it. Lovelace Pompey. Juke move there, stays on his feet, but he was down to his knees after a heavy shot by the Rebels, but he picks up 4 yards on that play.
And that was a great play by the safety coming downhill, filling that alley, making the hit. But Pompey is able to keep his balance a little bit. Really a backfield committee back there.
Yeah, that's what the Flexbone does. You've seen it with McKeesport on the Roxamore Sports Network earlier this year. And now another give to Lovelace Pompey. This time,
Ahmad Berry making the play in the backfield.
picks up a couple there. So 3rd down and 6. Correction, 3rd down and 7 here. Bears now going into shotgun formation.
Watch out for that tight end there. Doesn't typically play that.
And this time they'll run it with Wright. Wright fights. And he'll get up maybe for another gain of 2 here. And that will bring up 4th down.
So 4th down, when this next play runs, it will be about 4 minutes left on this clock. 4th and 5. If they can get this first down here and then get a touchdown to follow, that may put this game away with a 21-0 lead heading into this 4th quarter.
Bears successful on their last 4th down attempt. It was a 4th and 9. Now we'll see what they could do from 4th and 5. Flexbone formation. Thompson hands it off, and he stopped short. On the run was Jasir Jones, but the Rebels stand tall, and they'll take back over on downs.
And that's exactly what you need if you're the Rebels. Keeping this game within reach now. 1st and 10. The Rebels, what do you think we can see there from them? Passing, running? How can they get this offense going?
I think they've had a couple of the right ideas with the passing game.
And it looks like they're subbing in some more receivers to go with that passing game too. As number 4, Michael Ruffing, has been the quarterback.
So now they'll take back over 1st and 10 for the Rebels. Shotgun formation.
Still no high safety, so it looks like it's going to go man coverage again.
So cover 0 for the Bears. They motion over, one slot back to the tight end position, and now a handoff on the give there. Juke move there. Picks up the first down. Nice running play, and that was Devon Reynolds on the carry.
And if you can get carries like that when they're in a cover 0 look, all that's going to do is make the players covering the receivers look more towards the run, and it can leave open those passing opportunities that they weren't able to hit earlier in this second half.
Back in the flex zone. Timeout, Clairton. Looks like there was a little bit of confusion on the sideline. Might have tried to avoid a too many men penalty.
Yeah, late substitution there, try to match the personnel. If the Rebels don't sub, the Bears can't sub.
This timeout is brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. Game is also brought to you by the Rock Comedy Show Black Friday Explosion on November 23rd at Rock's Landing Sports Bar in McKees Rocks. Get tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. You can also get advance tickets by calling 412-378-8271. Advance tickets are $25 and at the door is $30. Hurry and get them. The last show they had sold out, and it could be a great Black Friday present, early Christmas gift. See some of the best comedians in Pittsburgh. And also, these games you could see on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and the Roxamore Events app, which are all free for you to watch. Back to live action, a handoff right here. And now, picked up there, Cannell.
And a little bit of
random
extra tackle.
Looks like.
Yeah, a little extra tackling out of bounds there, but no penalty there. But it is a penalty, actually. A holding number 25. Looks like they said on the defense? Oh, no, holding actually on the Rebels, so that'll take them back.
It's been 2 steps forward, 1 step back for the Rebels.
But luckily, it's holding from the spot of the foul, so it'll only be about a first and about an 8? First and 8 rather than a first and 20. So they'll save about 2 yards there on their penalty.
Flex bone formation again for the Rebels. And they'll give it. Going right side there.
And that one will be a short gain on that one. So now second down.
14 it looks like, so a 1 yard gain. So 2nd and 14 for the Hill District. Hill District down 14-0 from Couples Stadium on the south side. Ty Polk and Stan Beckton with you.
Looks like that's number 9, Sidney McLean, limping off the field, injured there. Actually, it's number 9 for the Rebels, Jaimel Rankin Goebel.
Back in the flex bone, they'll hand off. No, they'll fake it.
And that's
and
a face
he's dragged down. And 3 flags fly out, so every ref could see that one.
Yeah, that's an obvious face mask. Quarterback trying to step up in the pocket, make a play, and just grabbing the face mask. Even the ref's throwing the flags back. The ref on this sideline with a nice throw, getting that all the way out to the middle of the field with the flag.
Yeah, all 3 refs on the field. Well, at least 3 refs on our side of the field. We'll call it the near side for us. all through their flags there, so I guess everybody was in perfect synergy that time.
Yeah, some of those flag throws are looking like they might be some of the best throws we've seen today. It's been very run heavy out here at Couple Stadium.
So 1:42 remaining in there. 2nd down and 11. Or actually 2nd and 1, excuse me. A 15-yard penalty there. Rebels back on schedule in the flex bone, receiver out to the left. So now they'll give it, and that's number 5, Amon Hawthorne. Fights forward, picks up the first down.
He'll get the first down, and we are almost into crunch time. Under a minute remaining in this third quarter here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Super Bowl action, midget football.
Two of the best teams in the league, 10-1 Hill District, 11-0 Clairton. And Clairton's looking to add to, well, what hopes to be a great legacy for these kids as they go into high school, most of them with the Clairton Bears high school team. So the Rebels, a new set of downs. First down in the flex zone. And now they'll give it to the left side. Hawthorne.
And that tackle was made by Dante Wright. Knees and below, you got to go. His strategy on that one. Taking out the legs and taking us to the fourth quarter.
So that will end this third quarter of action, and the score remains 14-0 Clairton. And we'll take a quick commercial break and be back with you for fourth quarter action on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
Fourth quarter action on the Roxamore Sports Network. 14-0 Bears. 2nd and 5 from Couple Stadium on the south side. A beautiful day here in November. Sun right on top of us. You couldn't ask for a better day in November.
A great November day, actually. It's not too cold out here. Very surprising. You know, you come out here, you think it might be cold. You see a lot of these players having on those tights, but it's probably definitely warmer than they expected out here right now.
Feels warm for just like the Rebels. I'm wearing all black as well. I wanted to capture as much sun as humanly possible, and it's worked out pretty well for me. So 2nd and 5, District with the ball. And now they hand it off. Nice run there. Picks up the first down. But it looks like he's hurt on the play there as he's getting up a little bit gimpy.
And another flag as well.
That one, Devon Reynolds coming off the field.
It looks like they'll call a hold.
Or excuse me, it's Tyrese Siebels. He managed to limp off the field under his own power, but man, that's just not looking good right now.
Yeah, it looks like he was grabbing his knee on that one.
Yeah. So coming in is Reynolds in his stead. Penalty backing them up 10 yards on the hold. So now it's 2nd and 15. So now they'll hand it off again. Bounces off the right corner. And he's dragged down from behind. DJ Mellick's on the run, picks back up the 15 yards and a new set of downs.
And I'm very glad that that one went past the spot of that injured player. When I saw it coming to this right side, I thought it might be near a collision on that sideline, but we avoided that, and a great first down.
9:15 remaining, first down for the Hill District, their best offensive drive of the day. They're looking to get back in this game. Back to throw, looking long, jump ball situation, intercepted. Dontre Wright came up and got that one.
Dontre Wright, 2 interceptions on this day. He is having a game of his life so far here in Super Bowl action on the Roxamore Sports Network. Dontre Wright, Clairton Bears, 2 interceptions.
Dontre Wright, have yourself a day. 2 interceptions, and that one, he went up and got that one. So now, the problem is for Clairton, they're now backed up inside their own 5, but they have the ball in, and seemingly with the opportunity to ice it, even if they don't score.
Yeah, they've been able to run the ball effectively, so they can run the ball bit by bit, 3 downs, first down, 3 downs, first down. They might be able to run out this clock.
So here's Thompson. Under center. And now they'll give that one off, and that was to number 30 for Clairton, Jasir Jones. And now we'll take it over to Craig Thomas.
Yeah, just a little report here on the sidelines from the Rebels sideline. They decided to open it up here in the second half, try to get the ball to their playmakers in space. Little opening, get the ball down the field, big play, and then once again they shoot themselves in the foot with a interception here. So just as they try to get going and open up their playbook a little bit, get the ball to their playmakers, once again they've been hit with another turnover here on down. So once again, we'll throw it back to you, back to Ty, and you guys here. Good job today, great. Back to you guys for the live call.
Thanks, Craig. And now the handoff over to Wright there, picked up about a yard or so there.
So 3rd and 7 coming up here. Clock is now winding down under 8 minutes.
Two interceptions by Wright, but a false start there on number 10 for the Bears.
And now the Bears will have the ball 3rd down and about 10 here from their own end zone, but they got the ball because the Hill District, this time having the ball at about the 30, unable to convert with the interception. They also got the ball after a penalty took away a interception for a touchdown for the Rebels at the 20-yard line and unable to convert a 3-and-out on that possession. So unable to convert with these great opportunities in scoring territory.
Flexbone for Clairton. Hill District loads up the line. And now they'll give it. And this one is a safety for the Hill District. as the interception man right. They just swarmed over on the left side, and they got him on that run.
Yeah, great play in the backfield. Looks like that is number 13, Muhammad Hussein, along with a number of other defenders, including Devon Locust, making plays in the backfield, getting the safety. So now they'll get the opportunity down just 12 points. 2 touchdowns can tie this game. Extra points don't matter.
So that's exactly what you want for Hill District in this scenario. But still, if you remember against Swissvale Braddock, they were great on point after touchdowns. So that could really help their cause. And think about that. An extra point on the second touchdown, that gives them the lead.
That gives them the lead, and there's 7:45 left here in this first half. Of course, the Hill District did use a timeout earlier, so they have 2 timeouts remaining, but the clock does stop as we get farther down into this fourth quarter, so they will have plenty of time to try to get these 2 touchdowns, especially with this safety punt coming up, given the kicking issues of both teams.
To watch next week's broadcast, you will need a virtual ticket, and to get more information, visit RoxamoreSports.com.
So to watch next week's game, you will need a virtual ticket for the state championships in Philadelphia. Go to RoxamoreSports.com for more information and to purchase your own virtual ticket.
So it looks like they're going to kick this ball away from the 20-yard line. We've seen them struggle, unable to get this ball anywhere. So they might try to onside attempt, but I envision the Hill District getting this ball inside their opposing 40.
So now here's the kickoff. Takes it on the bounce. Picked up and up the middle, and now they'll take over inside the 45-yard line. So suddenly the entire tenor of this game has changed. If Hill District gets 1 touchdown, and we truly have a game on our hands.
Yes, and I think the biggest issue for them now is being able to set up the pass. They're passing an obvious situation, so if they can catch them off guard with some of these passes, they may have more success throwing the ball.
And on that last drive, they did have a few good runs there, so it is possible for them. So from the 43-yard line going in, here is first down for the Rebels. Triple back formation, and now they'll give it up the middle. Fights forward, and they'll pick up 2, maybe 3 yards. .6:10 remaining. So a good job there by the Rebels, able to get the safety, and now they'll try to score quickly, and who knows, another onside kick. Try to get the ball back.
Now under 6 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter.
So they'll give it up the middle, but penetration by the Bears defense stops them cold, and they'll lose a couple.
So that'll make it about a 3rd and 10, giving them losing almost 5.
So they gave back. So they gained 4 yards and they gave it right back. So now it's 3rd and 10.
Has to be 4-down territory for the Bears right now. Has to be 4-down territory, especially when they running this cover 0 look. If they can get that quarterback a little bit more time, maybe do a 2-3-man route instead of running a 4-man route and have extra protection for this quarterback, maybe he can get enough time to get this ball downfield.
Yeah, they need to run a clear out route, something like that, and allow one of them to just go. I don't think 4 verts can work in this situation, but a vertical somewhere on the boundary could help.
Get these players the ball in space.
Shotgun
And
formation.
that is a flag.
But it looks like there was a false start.
A player, number 3, looks like didn't check in time for the Rebels and was not set on the line of scrimmage. So that's a flag, pushing them back to 3rd and 15 at least. And it will go down as a false start, 3rd and 15.
Thank you for being with us. If you're in the comment section for Facebook, YouTube, or on Twitter. Also, download the Roxamore Events app to check out games just like this, all free. And now, handoff to the left side. Bounces out, fighting towards the first down yardage line, and they'll get a little bit close. It'll make an interesting 4th down situation.
DJ Melik's on the carry for that one. 4th down. We're now under 4 minutes left in the game.
4th and 2, and we'll take it back to Craig Thomas. We'll take it back to him in a second right now, but it looks like after this play, so we'll see 4th and 2. Rebels, quarterback power up the middle. First down is close. If they give him forward progress, it looks like he got it.
From where we're sitting, it looks like he got it. It looks like there might be a...
And they will give it. And now we'll take it over to Craig Thomas. Craig.
All right, guys, just another update from the sideline of the Clairton Bears. They're a little loose over there. Very happy with the way things are going so far. Talked a lot about keeping the pedal to the metal and finishing this game out. Having a good time, just want to have fun and to continue to try to press forward. Here's some of the fans on that sideline saying they're cutting off the water for the Rebels. I'm not sure what that's all about, but we're interested. We're down for a good fight down the stretch here. And back to you guys for more action.
And it looks like Jeff Thompson got the ball there.
And it looks like it was a sack. The ball was thrown in the air trying to avoid the sack, but they'll rule him dead with the progress and not credit the interception, it looks like. We'll wait to hear from the referees on this one. Can we get a repeat of that? A repeat of that, please?
So it was an interception by Thompson. Clairton takes the ball at the 46. First down, and it looks like this
copy.
Looks like that last defensive play will be the game for Clairton.
Yes, 3 minutes left. Just got word from the referee. 3 minutes left in this game, so 2 timeouts. A first down here probably wins the game.
And now they give it. Jones fights up the sideline, picks up the first down.
And the ref signaled that clock is winding. We do have a timeout from the Hill now.
So second charge timeout for the Hill District, 2:49 remaining in this game. And a reminder for you to check out the Rock Comedy Show Black Friday Explosion on November 23rd at Rock's Landing in McKees Rocks. Get tickets online at rockcomedyshow.com. And you can also call 412-378-8271 for advance tickets. Those advance tickets are $25 and at the door is $30. Hurry and get them. The last show that they had from Rock's Landing sold out. A great opportunity for some laughs on Black Friday, an early Christmas gift. Come on down to the Rock's Landing, the Rock Comedy Show Black Friday Explosion. And this game is also brought to you by Alex Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call 412-271-9293 to schedule your appointment. We welcome you back to live action. Ty Polk, Stan Beckton with you. 2:49 remaining in this game. And now it's 2nd down and 4 for the Bears as they're looking to ice this one and move on to the championship game in Philadelphia. And now they'll give it. Stood up is right. but a pre-snap penalty, and they call false start.
Timeout. So no timeout on the play. It is a flag coming out of that timeout. Too many men on the field. Late substitution from the Rebels, so that will make this a first down for the Bears, and it might just ice the game with it being about 2:45, 2:46 left in this game. Just one timeout left, so even if the Rebels were able to get a 3-and-out, force a punt with that one timeout left, it would definitely be under a minute remaining if they get the ball back. That's just not enough time for 2 touchdowns.
They'll have to go hunting for a turnover right now and score off of that. It's looking like the clock's about to strike midnight.
And just to recap a little bit of how the Bears scored this 14 points, their first drive, they drove 60 yards down the field, all running plays, and scored a touchdown. And then on the next Hill possession, their opening possession on defense, they blocked a punt and took it all the way back to the house.
Thompson at the line, changing the play, flexbone formation, they'll give it off, and this is right up the middle. Fights forward, picks up 6.
So that's a 2nd and 4 now.
And it's really been the run game for Clairton that has got this lead out there for them. Yes, both of their touchdowns were in the first quarter, but they had a lot of interesting drives out here that really took time off the clock all game for them. And really, it's been a ball control type game for them, even with those 2 touchdowns.
And as they get ready for the championship game, they will have some things to work on. Like you said, they haven't scored since that first quarter, but have got the ball with good possession so far.
So officially, it was a 5-yard gain. It's 2nd and 5. Stay in the flexbone formation as they're looking to kill clock. And right now they're in true clock mode here, if you want to borrow a term from Madden. They pressed the L1 button, and now they gave it to Wright.
And looks like Wright's in score mode, trying to
fighting forward. And it looks like the Rebels picked the ball up. So it was a fumble on the play. The Rebels get the ball back.
But the ref called him down.
Oh, wow.
The ref pointed at the ground. That means he's down. And that might be all she wrote for the Bears.
The Rebels, excuse me.
The Rebels, yeah. And the clock is winding with 1 minute and 15 seconds going down off the clock.
(14-2) ball game. Rebels points off a safety after an interception by Dante Wright. As Wright is a running back, the Rebels get great penetration from the left side and stop him in the end zone for a safety, but still, Clairton, 2 first quarter touchdowns has been the difference.
And correction, it looks like they actually did rule out a fumble, but they called him down. So it will be Rebels ball. A change.
At the end of the game, and you bring it back, we'll do a post-game show. Well, hopefully Craig will have somebody to do an interview with, you know what I mean, shit like that, okay? We'll go back and forth.
So we'll await a time update.
Surely under a minute in this situation.
Yeah, it looks like we'll get a timeout, Rebels. That's their final timeout of the game.
And it looks like the Bears fans are celebrating the victory right now. So 22 seconds remaining in this game. That was the last time out for the Hill District. So ball's at the 14-yard line with 22 seconds left. So for the Hill, they've ran out of time, it looks like, barring an absolute miracle.
Yes, it's not over. If I'm the Hill, I try to score on this play. Then after the score, try to get the extra point. Then try to get an onside kick, recover that. Then try to score on that next play as time expires to win the game. So there's a chance. It might be a small chance, but there's still a chance.
Yeah. So I guess you before you came out here, you watched the movie Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
There is a chance. I mean, we have seen crazier things on the Roxamore Sports Network. Now back to live action. The Hill District, 22 seconds remaining. And now a long heave on, and this one batted down, incomplete, as Jasir Jones and Zamir Cora were on the defensive deflection there.
And I see Dante right in that area as well. Looks like he might want his third interception of the game.
Yeah, Wright searching for the hat trick for interceptions. Thank you for watching the Youth Super Bowl here on Roxamore Sports Network. Ty Polk and Stan Beckton with you as we're in the final seconds of this game. As Hill District fans on the bridge and also right behind us, last play here. Fires this one long and nobody home, incomplete.
So it looks like that is the game. So Clairton Bears have won 14-2. They will be advancing to the next level. They have won the Youth Super Bowl here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Congratulations to the Bears. They will advance to Philadelphia for the state championship game. It will be Eastern Pennsylvania versus Western Pennsylvania. And once again, what a great game on both sides. And of course,
the Bears now move to 12-0 on the season. Dante Wright, 2 interceptions to cap off a great defensive effort. The defense held the Hill District scoreless.
So we will take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with the Roxamore Sports Network post-game show and also maybe the championship ceremony. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network post-game show. Our final score, Clairton 14, Hill District 2 in the Youth Football Super Bowl here in Western Pennsylvania. And we'll take it over to Craig Thomas, who has the winning coach for Clairton with him now.
Welcome here, back live to the championship game with the Midgets just defeating the Clairton Bears, just defeating the Hill District Rebels. I have Coach Corey here and just winning this victory. How you feeling, sir?
I feel good, but it's like we still got unfinished business. We got to go to Philly and take care of our business. So right now, I'm happy right now, but it's like next week we got Philly, man. So it's like the next week. We ain't done yet.
So I hear the fans hollering, Coach Corey Tomlin. How does that make you feel? You got some very strong fans here, the Bear fans. They've been yelling all game, supporting the team. So how you feeling about the fans?
Oh, I love this. We all C-Town, baby. Get up. We all C-Town. That's what we do. C-Town, baby. That's what we do. I mean, it's just
Hey, but there you have it, guys. Live here from Couple Stadium, where the Clairton Bears have just defeated the Hill District Rebels 14-2. I'm going to kick over to Stan and the other guys for a post-game show. We'd like to thank you for joining us, and back to them. Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So I'm here with Dante Wright from the championship Super Bowl winning Clairton Bears. Dante, how do you feel after winning that game?
Felt great. We felt like we was going to get it done, and we came out here busting. It was all right, but should have did better, but we got the job done.
So you had 2 interceptions in that game. What were your thoughts when they kept throwing the ball in the air your way?
If the ball is in there, then it's mine.
So now that you have 2 interceptions, Philly next week for the championship in Philadelphia, how do you feel? What do you want the people to know as you head towards that game?
That we run PA, and it's our stuff right here.
All right, Dante, thank you for joining us. Congratulations again on this championship.
Thank you.
So now we'll have our post-game show as Ty comes and joins me here. Ty, a great game.
Yeah, just a fantastic game. You wanted defense, you got it. A safety, but of course Dante Wright, 2 interceptions, both off of jump balls. Just a tremendous performance by him today.
Yeah, great performance there. Great performance offensively, running the ball as well.
Yeah, but also you have to give a shout out to the Hill District because it's just sometimes these things happen, which like they performed pretty well there. It just wasn't enough against Clairton today. It's just a few things that were just a little bit unlucky. Penalties, and also really just they had 1 touchdown, that interception return, but it was called back due to a penalty. So it's just one thing they'll want to clean up for the next season is penalties.
Yeah, that'll be something they have to work on and something they'll probably be talking about in the locker room right now.
And we'll go back to Craig Thomas. He's up in the stands with the Clairton fans. Craig.
The batteries was there. All right, once again, we are here live in the Clairton Bears section where at Couple Stadium, the Clairton Bears have just defeated the Hill District Rebels. The Philly, the Clairton Bear Midget football team, and this is the fan stand. Well, how do y'all feel about that? Yeah! Live. There you go, live on Roxamore Sports. Be there next week to follow the fans to Philly to rep Clairton Bears, West Pennsylvania football. Go on to Philly. Once again, guys, I've
got to be a great opportunity to be Craig right there in that stands right now. They're so excited up there. They're going to be so excited about the next week. And we're very excited as well, as we will have the state championship games out in Philadelphia. Be sure to check out. It's going to be a Roxamore exclusive event, and we'll have some more information about that. You'll have to buy a virtual ticket for this event. Go to roxamoresports.com for more information, and be sure to check it out. I'm certainly going to be on the road to Philadelphia, and who knows, maybe you'll come with me, maybe Craig will come with me. Regardless, it's going to be a great time out there to see the best in Western Pennsylvania do their thing against some of the best from Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, always great when you can have the state on the line. You heard Dante Wright say that he wants this state title, that they run the state. So we'll get to see it next week. Midget football, all levels of football in Philadelphia.
Yeah, the high school team runs the state as well. They've been some of the best out there, and we'll see names like Dante Wright in the future performing for the high school team as well. So stay tuned for that name. But again, that's all for us here today. This is a Roxamore Sports Network telecast. All rights are reserved to the CEO and executive producer, Leon Rockymore. For more information, go to roxamoresports.com. Replays of this broadcast are available online and on demand from YouTube, Facebook, Roku TV, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and Fire TV, and also the Roxamore Events app. Be sure to download it. It's the best price in the world. Free, 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 free. Our final score from Couples Stadium on the south side is the Clairton Bears Midget Team 14 and the Hill District Rebels 2. For my broadcast partner, Stan Beckton, and for Craig Thomas, and for the rest of the Roxamore Sports Network crew, I'm Ty Polk saying good day, good afternoon from Couples Stadium.